These trucks were stuck for months, but this crossing point between Nepal and India has finally reopened and they can continue their journey. On Friday, traders and locals from both Nepal and India chased away protesters who had occupied this bridge.
All other border points across the Tarai are open except Birganj. If you want to close borders, close all of them. Are they planning to starve us? So we locals from both sides of the border decided to open it.
Trade had come to a standstill.
This border is extremely important for Nepal. Almost 2/3 of all essentials enters from here. With protesters occupying this bridge, more than $450 million has been lost in revenues. Protests across the border has cost the economy $3 billion and 400,000 jobs.
For months, members of a marginalized group here called the Madhesis have been demanding better representation under Nepal's new constitution. People here say the government has used excessive force to suppress their movement. More than 40 people have been killed, mainly during protests in which police have used live bullets. Most Madhesis have close ethnic and familial ties across the border in India, and the government in New Delhi takes an interest in what happens here. India said it, like the Madhesis, believed the constitution did not go far enough. Protesters were allowed to sit in the no man's land. Customs clearance became a problem. Nepal said the Indian government was tolerating a blockade of the border. Business people on the Nepalese side have some sympathy for the protesters.
Even now, the business community does favor the contents of the protest, and whatever we have achieved is welcome. But whatever has not been achieved is still, something to strive for. But they should participate in our parliamentary process.
On January 23rd, the government did amend the constitution, addressing most of the demands. But the demarcation of federal boundaries within Nepal is still in dispute. Some analysts see the border opening as a sign the influence of the Madhesi movement is declining.
The latest development shows that the leaders of the Madhes parties have been defeated. This means that there is a change in policy when it comes to Indian support of the movement. It also shows the internal differences between the Madhesi leaders who so far had been directing the movement. And what is most important is that people are no longer supporting the direction of the movement.
What is clear is that for the locals, the reopening of the border is a welcome relief. Sabina Shrestha, Al Jazeera, Birganj, Southern Nepal.